Hello, shining ones. Magus here on a beautiful day in Asha. Oh, I'm feeling this, my friends. I'm feeling this. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. Enjoy this video, but today's video is for the Magi. And I talked in our last video, don't you dare leave while I'm speaking. I find it disrespectful. I feel it disrespectful to me and to Spirit. So if you want to be a part of this, then sit down, put on your seatbelt, because we're going to blast off together. And if you don't want to be a part of this, then go. It's fine. I don't need subscriber count. I need powerful Magi. I don't think you realize how powerful we are when we come together and as a community we say Asha is. And we're holding what that means. My friends, it can be actually measured in an electromagnetic field of power and light. My friends, and in this light, darkness cannot enter. And in this love, this pure love and light, evil, violence, dis-ease, discord cannot enter. There's power in it. And so I don't need a lot of numbers. I just need people that in their heart are shining bright, shining truth, holding Asha. My friends, today's message, I'm going to entitle it The F Word. You probably saw already in the thumbnail. And what I want you to see from this, I want you to completely change your perception. And it's going to happen today, because when your perception changes, your world will change. I promise you. My friends, and I want you to see this. You know, when someone says the F word, you know, a lot of people, you kind of pull back, especially in religious settings, right? You wouldn't walk into church and be dropping F-bombs. People would be, shocked, right? But get this. They're fine, that same church setting, talking about Jephthah. As a matter of fact, the Jewish people said they celebrate him every year for thousands of years. The mighty man of valor of the Bible. What did he do? He went in, killed men, women, children, took the spoils, and then sacrificed his daughter to Jehovah as a burnt offering in celebration for their victory. My friend, why wouldn't that shock someone as bad as dropping F-bombs? They're fine with that. Why is that? Why are they fine with the hero of the Bible, Moses? I'm going somewhere. I know some of you have heard this before. We're going somewhere different. Stay with me. Why would they listen to the hero of the Bible of Moses that told his soldiers to go and kill men, women, and children, and they could keep sex slaves, but bring all the spoils back to them? Why doesn't that... Oh my God, what am I? Get out of this, grab your kids and get out of that church, that building. What are they teaching? What are they doing? As if someone got up there and started saying the F word over and over again. Why don't you have that same shock? I mean, little nice old ladies holding their big leather Bibles, right? They seem so sweet. They got the big smile on their face. And they can just listen to these stories and smile, brainwashed. My friends, just because someone has a suit and tie on, because they have a little plaque hanging in their office that says Doctor of Theology, my friend, because Moses had a robe and sandals and is in the Bible, he must be holy. Think about that. Everything has been flipped upside down. So we need to go back to the original, to the good, the original religion, Zoroastrianism. God is just good. His stories are just good. And it's not confusing at all. It's common sense, it's reason, it resonates with what's in your heart. God is just the highest principle of good, and he has no evil attributes. Yesterday, I didn't make a video. Stay with me, guys, stay with me. This is going somewhere. I mean, we've already been somewhere, but we're going further. We're going deeper. But yesterday, the video was going to be bully gods. And because I've seen the effect that these wrong teachings have, and these churches and these temples and these synagogues of brainwashing people, numbing them to hearing these stories of sex slaves and murder of children and torture. Can you imagine? I can't even stand to watch children cry. It breaks my heart. You know, I saw on Instagram the other day a video, and it broke my heart. There's a little girl, and she was in a little poor country, and they didn't have enough money to get her a cake on her birthday, and she was so sad, and my heart just broke. My friends, and here these people are talking about going in and killing them, hurting them, making them cry. I think of these bully gods and these deceivers. They got you shocked at things that aren't even shocking. Like, for instance, the F word. What is it? For unlawful carnal knowledge, or for under consent of the king, and taking the first letter of each word, and people are, oh my God. But they're fine with these horrific, terrible, evil stories. And then on top of it, the devil must be laughing. They call that God good, the good book, holy men. Fall to your knees and worship. Oh my God. My friends, the world is so deceived. So yesterday I was wound up. My friends, you know how I get. Those false gods, those bully gods. And then I made the mistake. I went for a beautiful, peaceful walk out into the woods. And the birds are singing, and the temperature was perfect for this time of year, and the golden light, oh my God, and the smell of the pine, and the animals, and I was just in heaven. And so peaceful. And I got back, and I thought, I don't even care about making a video about the bully gods. Who cares about them? They're not even real, right? They're ridiculous. Why do we give them so much attention? And so today I thought, Magus, you got to get this video out, because there's so many people deceived by them. So many people living in a hell in their own mind and then creating it in their world. And the world needs this message, beautiful Magi. So I'm going to ask you at the end of this, I need you to do some stuff for me. So I started thinking about the power of breaking away from those false gods and just living in that Asha. And like I said, there's power, and especially when we come together and we protect the child, we hold that vibration and frequency of Asha, and we start creating it. It's powerful, that light. My God, in this dimension we live in, the codes and information come through light, and we're holding this true light, this Asha, this original word. All good comes from the Creator, and no evil comes from Him. And from this original word, light, information, energy, the spiritual world is made straight, and our material world comes into order. And many of you have experienced this, but many more need it. My friends, there's power in it. And just for some of the new people, if you're still with me, I'm going to share just a couple stories, and we're going to do something together. But when it really dawned on me, I had written Still Pulls of the Mind at this time. I don't know if I'd written Asha yet. I forget. You guys probably know better than I do. You know my story better than I do. I decided to leave my mountain home and go to Florida, live in the city, and see if I can have Asha actualized when I'm out of just this totally protective environment that I've created. And my friends, it worked. And while I was there, I met a man. He had OCD since he was a child, so bad, always fighting with it, tortured. He was in his, I'm guessing about 40s if I remember right. And it finally got so bad that he lost his career, his family. He had to move in with his sister. He's putting all of his money into medications and doctors and treatments. And he got to the point where he's getting suicidal. And I noticed it because we were out surfing. And every day around, maybe 4 or 5, something like that, he would have to leave, even when the waves were going. Where are you going, man? It's perfect. And I could see he was struggling. Sometimes I'd hear him yell out, and just something was going on with him. And so then I came to him and I said, "What's going on, man?" And he opened up with me and told me about his OCD. And something welled up inside of me. And I said, "I will not leave Florida until you are completely healed from OCD." And he said, "Man, that's so cool of you. I appreciate it so much. And I don't want you to get discouraged, because I see how excited you are about your faith." He goes, "But I've had it since I was a child. I've been to the most expensive doctors. I spent my wealth on trying to get healed, all the medications, latest treatments, and he couldn't get better, and it was getting worse." And I said, "Just work with me." And every day we got together on the beach, and we focused on Asha. We did what I call first circle, and I'll never forget the day. I was getting ready I had my daughter with me. I remember that. And we're getting ready to go out and have a little surf session. And he came running up to me, tears pouring down his eyes. And he said, "I'm healed. I'm healed." He threw his arms around me. He's crying. He said for the first night he had peace. The voices, lying voices, bully gods were gone. And he's completely healed. I talked to him, stayed in touch with him, because I went back home and kept in touch with him. He's back working. All the voices were gone. Completely healed. My friends, where they said it was impossible. And here are these doctors, right? And they got the white jackets on and the little thing they listen to your heart with around their neck. They look real professional. So they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to get their license and all the latest drugs, and they couldn't heal him. But Asha healed him, because there's a power in that truth. Because when the truth comes, the lie, it doesn't hold any power. Just like those bully gods don't hold any power. And all of a sudden you wake up. And then when you start hearing their stories in their Bibles and their Qurans and their Gitas, it's like someone walked into your church, your temple, and said the F word. You're all, "No, that is not God. That is not good. How can you not see it? How can you not hear it?" They're so brainwashed. My friends, and I'm so grateful for those of you that were able to come here and get this message from me. And there was a time, you probably remember some of my old videos, especially on some other channels, I shaved. I put on a suit and a tie. And I tried to stay real calm and talk real nice, even though I was bubbling up inside, because I didn't want people to think I'm weird, right? I wanted to look just like, you're not going to listen to anyone if they don't look like a priest or a pastor. You're not going to go to get medical help from someone that doesn't have the white jacket. Right? But when you start to find out those people aren't helping anyone, my friends, it's the word, it's the message, not what they look like. And that's part of the deception. So I want to just be me. And some of you were able to look past whatever this is and hear the word of God that resonates with your heart of hearts, that is truth. And it's so simple. God is just good. I know this drives some people crazy. They said in the comments, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's my message. God doesn't get angry, jealous, hate, war, kill men, women, and children, send sickness and disease. He's just good. And the world needs to hear it. What I want us to do, two things. First, I want you to right now find that Asha, that divine spark, that Vohu Menu, that God mind, that realization that you come from good spirit. You are made of good spirit. It's what you are. I want you to attune to that. Take some deep breaths and go inside. Find that peace, that quiet place, that beautiful love, that joy, and that good God, that good spirit, that Asha, that truth that makes sense and is reasonable and there's no confusion in it. And I want you just to hold it. And as we do that, as this message goes all around the world, and we're sending out this light and this information, even without speaking it, just holding it, Asha is. Oh, and then there's power when you put your voice with it. Asha is. Now hold that feeling and say it with me, Magi. Asha is. Love is. Peace is. The all good God, Spirit good is. Truth is. Asha is. Feel that. It's a beautiful space, isn't it, Magi? And it's very healing for the mind and heart and body. When people get stressed and confused, it can bring illness into a body. When the mind, though, the mind is at peace, at vohumenu, one with good, one with God. My God is omnipresent. That means my good is here now. Peace is here now. Love is here now. When we restore God's image and we take that spirit, that information, that energy into us, it restores us. We attune every cell, all that we are aligns with God good. Just hold that. It's beautiful. The next thing I want you to do, I want you to see if you can find one disciple. Again, like I said, it's not about big numbers. It's about finding people that will hold Asha, protect the child. I want you to find one disciple today. Share the message with your own mouth. Send them to the videos. Stay in touch with them. Love on them. Guide them. Answer their questions. And bring them into this beautiful, beautiful light. This beautiful truth. This beautiful harmony and order. This light that we call Asha. The perfect creator's perfect idea. And then as there are more of us Ashavans, truth knowers, we have become that truth. And we hold that truth and we speak that truth. We change the world. There's a reason the Magi have returned. It's time. And Asha is. And I love, love, love you.